So, great stream of that. And then last night, it was Street Fighter 6. And as I told you guys, the whole idea was to continue on with Street Fighter 6 for one more month, to give the game its flowers and its send-off. I know, I said, give him its flowers. What a silly, stupid, memeable statement, right? But, yeah, basically I wanted to play it for one more month, because after this we're going to be focusing on Tekken 8. After Tekken 8, likely we will be going back to Street Fighter 6 for DLC characters, but we're not going to be playing it in any much the capacity that we've been doing in the last 6 to 7 months, where instead it's gonna be more, you know, maybe once a week thing, right? If that. So I wanted to focus on this more, and we played on Friday, and it was much better. Like last week when we first did Master Rank with Dalsim, it was terrible. All of the connections were awful. Every match had lag spikes, dropped inputs, and it was just a nightmare. It wasn't fun to play. When I played on Friday, it was better. The connections overall were better. I was still dropping some inputs, but man, it was a better experience. And maybe that's a result of, because it was Friday night, more people were playing, and because more people are playing, the player pool's bigger, so now the game is pulling better matches and connections. That very well could have been what it was. Last night was not enjoyable whatsoever. It was back to how it was last Monday. The matches were laggy as shit. You know, the average match that I played last night was a mid 50 milliseconds, which is bad. When you're playing Street Fighter 6, on average, the matches used to be anywhere from 10 to 30 milliseconds, and they were outstanding. You know, 50 milliseconds is okay, but definitely not good enough for Dalsim. The problem with Dalsim is he's slow. He needs to set up a situation where he keeps you away. He needs to react to everything you're doing to keep you away and punish your mistakes. And in a situation where the opponent gets lucky, or maybe you make a mistake, you need to be able to get the opponent off of you. And herein lies the problem when you're playing at 50 milliseconds or higher with Dalsim. You can't do anything. When someone's in your face, you can't break a throw whatsoever. There were entire matches where people would just walk forward, throw, throw, throw. And I would literally, the moment on my television, I was ready for it, that I saw the animation of the throw, I would press it, still get thrown. It would never break the throw. Too delayed. Excuse me. If you can't throw break, okay, you're done. Now, in addition to that, certain characters, i.e. the top tiers, such as DJ, Cammy, Jury, Ken, they have non-stop rushdown. They can literally do these almost uninterruptible rushdown strings, then followed up by drive rushes that make them even more safe. And the only way you can really get out of that is a drive reversal, meaning you block it and then you press forward plus 2 heavies and you break through the block. And they used to call it an alpha counter in the alpha series, but it's called a drive reversal in this game, okay? That's how you do it with Dalsim. Problem being, because the game is so laggy at 50 plus milliseconds, if someone's doing this rushdown and you do it, the game allows them to just sit there and block it, which should not happen. They should be committed to a move, and now you can be able to reverse it. 9 times out of 10, when I do my drive reversal, one of two things happens. Either it doesn't even give me the drive reversal. It'll say, oh, I just did drive impact. You never blocked and pressed forward in the heavies. You just did the heavies. No, I didn't. I did 2 directions. You're just a piece of laggy shit, and you didn't read my inputs properly. And that happened a lot. And the problem is you do one random drive impact by accident, whole game's done. Okay? Or they would drive rush and mash jab. And then I would do my drive reversal, and they would be able to block. In the real game, you can't really do that, okay? In the real game, if they're committing to an attack and you do drive reversal, they're going to get hit by the drive reversal. The problem is online, it's rollback netcode. So when you're getting a connection, all right, that's 50 plus milliseconds, the game favors mashers. They can be doing jab, 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 and if they see drive reversal, they can just stop pressing jab down back, and the game will give them the block even though they're not supposed to have it, because the game rolls back to a safe state. It's trash. Rollback netcode has always been trash. It always will be trash because it just assumes things that aren't actually being input. It's bullshit. It's outright. In a video we watched a couple months ago on my React show, the Cannon brother, I forget which one it is, if it's Tony or Tom, I always get them confused, and that's my fault. The Cannon brother who wrote Rollback netcode outright explained it and admitted it's just guessing. It doesn't actually know what happened, but it guesses, and it gives you that outcome, and then it tries to catch up. So if you're just sitting there going jab, 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 it favors you. If you're just down backing, it favors you. But if you're the person reacting to something going on, you don't get the favorable outcome. So playing Dalsim, you always get the unfavorable outcome. While the person just walking up and going jab, 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 throw, jab, 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 throw, drive, rush, jab, 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 throw, they always get the advantage with rollback netcode. So basically, unless you're going to get a great connection, which it's just not giving me at this point in master matches, it's pretty much unplayable, okay? And that's sad. I really like Dalsim. I know he's definitely a great character in this game. It's just that he needs to be played in a better environment than what this game provides now online. Now, perhaps that's different on PC. Because if you haven't noticed, the vast majority of people I'm playing at Master Rank are all playing on PC. It all says crossplay, crossplay. Those are all PC players. So maybe on PC they figured out a way to tweak the game to lower their input delay or whatever it is. But I don't have that advantage. I don't have a gaming PC. I don't have these tweaks in place. So I just got to put up with the fucking lag, and it's impossible. I'm telling you, it's impossible with Dalsim. It's just not fun. How is it that I can only play the game on certain days now? Right? Seriously. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can only play on Friday nights if I want to play with Dalsim, because that's the only day of the week where I'll get good enough connections to play with that particular character. Other days I gotta use other characters. What the fuck? This is so stupid, right? So here's the deal. I'm not gonna give up on Street Fighter 6, but at this point I think we gotta give Dalsim a little bit of a rest. Alright? I just don't see the point of any of this at all. Okay? So on Friday, I'm gonna switch back to Blanca. But on Friday, what we're going to do is we're going to do a casual stream. Where it's going to be casual play where I try to get back with Blanca and get to a level now where I can play with him again. Because I haven't used Blanca in months. Right? I literally haven't played with Blanca in how many months? Geez, was it like September? Because I remember, or maybe it was late October. No, I think it was September. Because in October, wasn't I going from September, October, wasn't I using Honda and then Lily? So I don't think I've actually used Blanca in like 3 months, right? So I got to get back to the level where I need to be good at the game again with this character that I really like. So Friday will be Friday Night Fights, casual play with Blanca. And then from there, we'll try to bring Blanca back to ranked and we'll see how it goes, okay? Fair enough? Okay, cool.